Sugarcane delivery. This is how it all happens. So we're back at our favourite drink stop. And yes, for those of you that had a sleepless night wondering, it does have orange in it. Reference to the last video. That's not a Vietnamese dog. What are you doing in Vietnam? It's me crazy that people, oh my god, there's two of them. That people pay money for these retarded, fluffy Western incarnations, where there's all these amazing real dogs just on the street that you can give a home to. I mean, look at these two fucking retards. You're not a doggy. Hello. Hello. Yes, you're still cute. Yes, you're still cute. But you are retarded. Yes, maybe. What you say? What's this? Does he know I'm a dirty bummer? Is that what he's saying? From the sugarcane carriers to the millionaire paradise that's been created here, Southeast Asia has the full spectrum of life. Mission, can we get onto the most beautiful beach without paying, it begins now. So, you know, that's clever, isn't it? So that's a resort marketing to you, this big sign here. And you would think that's the beach, isn't it? But no, that's trying to get you to a resort. So this is the way to the beach. So SatNav tells me to take a left back there, and that takes you, if you watch yesterday's episode, it takes you to the bar where they charge you £3 to enter the beach. But you can get it back in the bar, but everything's 3 times more expensive than it should be. But I came down here originally, and I'm pretty sure one of these is that ramshackle, disbanded bar that I showed you. It might be this one or that one. Well, I don't know, we're finding out. We're seeing if we can get onto the beach for free. So this isn't the old abandoned bar that I was hoping to find. If they try charging me, then we'll take the other route and try and find that. But let's just see what happens here. Let's just see if we can walk through and get on the beach. I think we maybe can. Wow, what a scam that was yesterday. So it's not even a, you know, you don't even have to be naughty. You don't even have to find the old ramshackle bar. You just don't go to that fucking scamming bar on the end. Which, conveniently, of course, SatNav takes you to. Oh, hello beautiful beach. Don't worry, I'm not going to do lots of filming on here. I'm going to film up videos for my other channels. And I'll see you back in town doing something interesting. I say that because I showed everyone this beach extensively in yesterday's video. So if you want to see it, go back a bumming video. It gets hot on the beach. This guy's found a great chilling spot. Such a great way to start the day. I mean, I was feeling fine this morning, but I have really noticed living out here, and I used to do it in the UK as well, you know, if I ever wake up feeling a bit demotivated or just like, oh my god, another day of this life that makes no sense, getting out into nature, getting your feet on the ground, you know, suddenly I feel ready to do the day, by which I mean edit some videos and then get high. Been very much touristed out. I've done quite a lot the last few days, which has been great. It's been really great doing stuff. But yeah, I'm ready for a day of just... I think I might come back to this beach actually this afternoon, now that we've found a free entry point, and yeah, have a little smoke, have a little swim, just a very chilled out day. I'm not sure what it is about Vietnam. It could just be a coincidence. It could just be like my cycles have coincided when I'm in Vietnam. But this is the second time I've been in Vietnam recently, and for some reason both times I want to do stuff. Like last time I drove fucking 2,000 kilometers all across Vietnam, seen it all. Now I'm doing the south, about to get on a plane and go to a totally different destination. Whereas when I was in Cambodia, I was just like, I am staying in this one place. When I was in Bali, I was like, I am staying in this one place. So I don't know if there's something about the energy of Vietnam that activates me. But yeah, it's definitely a country of doing for me. Maybe it's because it's the one, I mean, Cambodia as well, really, but it's, you know, those two, I think, I suppose Laos as well, are the closest to Asia, you know, before it all got westernized. You know, there's still so much of Asia on display. It's just fascinating. Wonderful. Let's get some brekkie. So bananas used to be one of my absolute favourite fruits, but I haven't been able to eat one for about 3 weeks now, since I was in Kampot, and I had 3 bananas that had gone pretty brown. And I ate 2 at night in the dark, munchies, and then the following morning in the daylight I went to eat the 3rd one, and as I peeled it back it was full of worms. and I haven't even been able to touch a banana since. Perfect, thank you. It's the best food in the world time at 1 kilo. Okay. Of these ones, yeah, thank you. And these, thank you. Oops, sorry. White, purple. Ah, yeah. Good. This one. Go for the purple dragon fruit. There's just something that tells me that's the one that's full of nutrients. I think purple is just healthy. My tactic of just giving enough money that you know is going to be more than what it is, so then you don't have to go through the whole how much is it, and neither of you can speak the same language. And these people are so trustworthy. Like, I really trust. You know, I mean, maybe they had a little bit on sometimes, but I really don't think they do in general. I've had so many times where I've got the amount wrong, paid what I thought it was, and then they're like, no, and give me some back. So yeah, so I just gave her £6. I imagine that's going to cost £3 maybe? Let's see. Thank you. So that costs £4, which, to be fair, I got a kilo of those little lychee things which are on the more pricey side. But they're so good for amazing healthy munchy food. Fruity, yogurty breakfast combination. How much is the new hinge for the bike seat that got broken?
Tôi không biết. Tôi không biết, để tôi ra ngoài tiệm sửa bao nhiêu thì bạn trả bấy nhiêu nhé.
I don't know how much it will cost to get it repaired at the shop, and you can pay whatever that is. Yes, so when will we take it to the shop to find out? Because I check out tomorrow.
Một lát nữa đi nhé.
Let's go in a little while. Okay!
Xe.
Loading. I drove too hard and ended up damaging the car. Ooh! What, you or me?
Oh.
No. I locked the key to the bike underneath the seat, and I asked for help from a local Vietnamese person, and they pulled the seat off and broke it. So they did help. I locked the key underneath the seat, and the Vietnamese man helped me get it out, but the seat broke when we did it. Not the seat, seat. I was like, ah!
Ra là tôi giặt không ra đâu.
Please leave a table for us to sit and eat because I can't wash the toilet paper out there.
Con giặt không ra luôn.
What?
Giúp con này.
This table?
Ra ngoài kia ngồi.
Oh, you want to stand? I think she's saying, she's pointing at the table. Okay. She's pointing at the table and then she's just said what I just read out. I think she's saying that if I leave my laptop on the table, she can't use it to stand on to clean the bathroom or something like that. Not sure. So either I need to take back what I said earlier about them not scamming you, or I'm completely losing it. But I've just gone to buy a pack of small milks because I'm travelling tomorrow from a mama and papa shop. She told me it was like 25 or even 30,000. I've got it in my head that I paid 9,000. Now, you know, we're talking about pennies, it makes no difference, but I just can't stand being scammed. I don't know, I think I might be losing it. But I'm sure I paid 9,000. Anyway, we're gonna go to, I've just seen a proper mart, so we'll see what that one says. Mokama! Not quite so proper. I was hoping they might have prices up. Yeah, I'm sure I paid like 30 odd for this one and 9 odd for one like this, but I could be losing it. Okay, right, yeah, I'm losing it, so it's 23,000. So obviously is the price. Bad for the original shop now that I sort of walked away from going, no, I know better. She was charging me 5,000 more, but that really is nothing. So let's talk about bike seat gate. So yesterday so this host is amazing. For long-term viewers, she's got a very similar energy to Na, the best host we've had so far since we left the UK, who looked after my bag for me while I travelled around Vietnam in Hoi An without charging me any money. Amazing woman with real mother energy. Well, this host is very similar, and I would go as far to say if she spoke English, it would be exactly the same as Na. Like, you can feel the same energy coming from her. Obviously, there's the language barrier there that wasn't there with Na. Anyway, so what I'm saying is I really, really like this woman. And it's been coming up for me, you know, I've got to tell her about this bike, and then I could really feel the part of me that doesn't want to, the part of me that still believes in scarcity, that wants to do other people over so that I have more accumulation. I mean, we're probably talking about 15 quid. We're really not talking about anything that's going to change any lives. And yeah, it's just noticing those conditioned parts of you, you know, that have been basically conditioned to believe in scarcity and lack, and that you need to manipulate and lie to survive, essentially. And you know, there's a much bigger part of me that knows that's not true, but understands, I'll just use the term karma, because people have a general understanding of what that means. But understands that, you know, the universe reflects back to you what you put out, basically. So knowing that, even from a scarcity point of view, it will actually be far better for me and far more abundant to be honest and tell her the truth, because the universe will reflect that back to me. The fact that I'm not buying into scarcity, the fact that I'm not being manipulative and lying, will be reflected back to me abundantly. So I was really wrestling with this yesterday, and I could feel the part of myself, I hate to say it, but I could feel the part of myself that is scared and believes in scarcity winning. Anyway, she took that whole dilemma out of my consciousness this morning by spotted it herself, and she just pointed at it and pointed at it and shook her head. So I was like, yeah, sorry, I pay. Anyway, so it's all sorted, so we'll find out how much it's going to cost me this afternoon. But I'm glad it's happened. I'm glad that the universe obviously knew that I wasn't ready to be completely honest, and yeah, just a totally honest, genuine, trusting person. So it forced my hand, but you know, whilst I've known what I've just said for, you know, let's say at least 2 years, 2 years ago it would have been painful that I got caught out, whereas now I'm just like, oh thank God I got caught out. Vietnamese delights that we're going to find for lunch today. Oh, amazing, I found a banh mi stand, which I've struggled to find in this area. Whenever I've googled it, because I do love a banh mi sandwich for lunch, it's shown me ones that are 20 kilometers away. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Obviously I don't mean Google, no one uses Google anymore, right? We'll use fucking our future enslavement captors. So they really vary these places. Sometimes it's like just eggs, sometimes it's loads of flavour. Hello. Banh mi? Yeah, 2. Yes. This and this and this. No wusen, no. Yes, 2. Oh, you only have 1. Okay, no problem. 1, yes. Okay. Bit of this? And this? Yeah, yes. Yes. The herby stuff will be good. Perfect. Thank you. 75 pence. It varies so much. I paid everything from 30 pence to £1 for a babby. Always great value for money. It's bike fixing time, so we're about to find out how much the broken bolt is going to cost. She doesn't look shocked. It looks like, oh yeah, we do that all the time. I'm hoping. Oh no, I think she just said you need to ask one of the men, obviously. You're asking a woman about bikes for. So it's a slow service. I think we might be here a little while. It's fine. Got all the time in the world. It's you know, obviously we're just programmed in the West to be conditioned to having somebody, you know, on a desk like, hey, how can I help you? And yeah, it's just different out here, like they're doing their job. It's working on someone else's bike. You can wait until I've done this. I think she's had enough of waiting. She's decided to get on in there, demand some service. They don't look very impressed. Oh, here we go. Is he coming? No. Yeah, I don't think she's getting much attention, but you know, they're busy. They're men at work. She's got him. Here he comes. Oh, she's pointing at the exhaust. It's nothing to do with the bloody exhaust. Nope, no. Not happening. She's trying the guy in red again. Definitely not interested at all. No, she's given up on him. It's hard to see how we're going to make much progress here. But I have faith. Now she's going back looking for the woman. Bloody hell, it is getting desperate. Are we in action? I think we might be in action. Not very smiley. Oh, another distraction. I don't speak Vietnamese, sorry. They look concerned, they look like it's going to be an easy fix. I mean, yeah, the actual connection of the seat is shattered, so it could be quite bad. As in, like, might need a whole new seat, I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm expecting it to be about a tenner. I'm hoping it's going to be about a fiver. But obviously there's a chance it could be something nasty. I hope she's not going to get me to pay for fucking stuff on her bike too. I don't think she will. But you never know. I'm a bit of a sitting duck here, aren't I? Like, they could, you know. They could just like, it's £50. I'd be like, oh shit, okay. Oh, whole bag's going. So it looks like the whole frame is having to come out. Don't point at me, don't tell them I'm paying, otherwise the price will quadruple. Oh, she's pointing at her bike. I think she wants something doing on her bike as well, which I may well be paying for. Oh god, I'm feeling very vulnerable right now. But also just, you know, seeing the comedy element of it all. But yeah, it looks like he's having to take out the whole fucking... He wants to pop this whole black bit out. I wonder why he needs to do that. You know. It's looking like quite a big job. I was hoping it'd just be a new bolt. Plastic frame is coming off. Bloody hell, what's going on?
Trên cái chùa của Quốc ấy, nhờ người đã
em biết rồi, nhưng mà ý là nó phải có một cái tác động gì đó chứ không phải là cái dây thu ro này không thể nào mà tự nó đứt mà nó quấn.
It's like, and I know it's really hard to say when you don't actually know what they're saying, but And, you know, it's just that all it is just a different way of expressing oneself. You know, just a cultural difference. But it feels like every conversation we have is an argument to me, but it's not. You know, it's just how they express themselves. It's very expressive. You know, you could very easily think they were arguing. I'm pretty sure they're not. This lady's just arrived with a flat tyre, so that's getting seen too. What's that? Is that a blowtorch? Oh, he's getting a blowtorch involved. Gosh. Alright, he's using it to heat up the screwdriver. The pot thickens. Definitely not a whole new seat, it's definitely repairing the seat, which obviously it was always going to be. Ooh, look, he's melting sticks. I just love how, you know, in England they'll be like, you need a new seat. It's cracked, it's done. You know, there's always a way, where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm starting to feel like this is going to be pretty cheap. It's like welding it back together by melting it with his hot screwdriver. Oh, bad camera work. So now, no. Flipping a piece of wire. Wonder what the wire's going to be used for. I love it. They know how to make use of everything out here. Because, you know, for many people it just won't be an option to buy a new seat, so they have to, wow, just threading this wire through to reinforce it, I think. Wow, look at that. And also from the landlady's perspective, like, you know, many people, probably including myself in England, would be like, no, you're buying a new seat, mate, because that's just not good enough, you know, it's not what it was. But, you know, it's just like, as long as it works, we're all happy. So parts-wise, it's looking like it's going to be a piece of wire and a bolt. And then, you know, from my experience of employing people in Thailand, I mean, I can't really remember, but, you know, I think, you know, £5-10 a day. So, yeah, I don't think this is going to cost much at all. So obviously that was in reference to the time. Because obviously in England, that's the main cost, isn't it? The time of the mechanic. And it will be out here too. But I think we're going to be looking at, you know, £1 for parts and maybe £2 for labour. That's one side done, now we're going to do the same on the other side. Honestly, I just find this so impressive. It's so the opposite to my skill set, you know. Being good with one's hands and being able to fix stuff, practical, you know, like, yeah, just the total opposite. I'd have been buying a new seat if it was left to me. He's reinforcing the other side now, and then it's just going to fit back in, and we're just going to need to put a bolt through there. So I really think it's going to be cheap as chips. Twisting the second side reinforcements in now. He's good. Fair. Does that mean cheap? Yeah, so I think that is that fixed. Now it's just a question of bolting it back on, hopefully. Or is it going to get a third reinforcement? We're going for a third. I think we're going to have one in the middle as well. This guy in the yellow hat went off, and he's just returned with the bolt. He just threw it to him. Can't see it. But yeah, the bolt has just arrived. Isn't it? You might have to wait a little while to get the service, but once you get the service, they're on it, like just going straight off like that and getting the bolt. Good stuff. Maybe that conversation, I didn't really get a good example of that conversation. Like all three of them were proper going at it. And I don't think it was by no means an argument, but I think there was like a bit of a debate. Well, you know, this is me just fucking assuming. But I think maybe there was a bit of a debate on whether they could do it now because he needs to go and get the part, and it was a little bit like, do it now. You know, not an argument, but a little bit heated. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just a fucking foreigner in a foreign land. We're on to the, so that's the new bolt that he just bought. Sorry, bad camera work again. What he's knocking in now is what the other guy just bought. Job's good. Look at that, yeah. Yee. Now the plates going back on. Fantastic. I'm so impressed and happy with that. I think that's it. Amazing. So that plate obviously holds it in. He didn't even need to put anything on the other end of a bolt, I don't think. Hi. 80. Wow. Very good. Okay, yes, I understand. Okay, I get my money. £2.50. Good. What a lovely end to the karmatic dilemma. And oh yes, thank you. And he's not interested at all. Yeah, to think that I was considering doing a runner and it was £2.50, and like that was just great. It was a great experience, great to see. She's happy, everyone's happy, yeah! Thank you. No, not interested. Let's get a coconut, go to the beach and smoke a J and then have a little float. Parked on an anthill, that big mound is an anthill. And I'm just like stood getting my stuff there, I didn't realise, and suddenly my feet were on fire. Luckily it wasn't the big red ants, it was just little ones, but whoa, about 100 of them just biting me. Some authentic Vietnamese cooking going on here. Are those samples? Are you allowed to try those little bits? It certainly looks interesting, it's like some sort of banana crispy bread thing. Anyway. So tomorrow we fly to Dalat, bringing an end to Phu Quoc Island. 4 days, perfect amount of time. It probably could have been a day less. But it's funny because I've only been here 4 days, and I always talk about when I move on from a place, and usually, you know, I've been there a month. Look at these doggies chilling on the beach. I was always like this sadness or this, I suppose, nervousness. And it's just like losing that little bit of familiarity you've managed to create in this, you know, very random, ever-changing life that I live. And I can feel it again now. I think it's, honestly, it's like literally just like having this beach and knowing that this beach is close. This is where I come for my walks. I guess the fact I found a smoke, but I'm not really bothered about that. But yeah, however, I am really looking forward to that. Anyway, so would I recommend Phu Quoc Island? Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got something for everything, you know. Like your NPC tourist is just gonna love it. It's got everything for them, theme parks and, you know, European style stuff, and then it's got places like this for the conscious. It's got the national park, which we didn't get to see, unfortunately. So yeah, it's great, really great. You definitely pay a bit of a premium, about 30% more on hotels, but you can still eat cheaply if you want to eat Cambodian food. Really like it. It's not Vietnam, but there are, you know, there's the Vietnamese here. You know, it's a mixture of Vietnam and Italy, it seems. Yeah, fantastic. Really glad I came. Really glad I hadn't even heard about this 5 days ago. Heard of this island 5 days ago. So yeah, thanks Gemini. So, is this woman aware that she is heavily sunburned? It's even worse on the front. Or is she just like, it doesn't matter, I'm determined? I mean, she just looked at the skin there. I'm determined to get the strongest tan possible, or I'm on my holiday, I have to be in a bikini on the beach. But I mean, like, so I got a tiny bit of, not even sunburn, but just, you know, the very start of sunburn on my nose, on my schnozzle. And, you know, so I'm proper avoiding the sun today. I've been wearing my big hat. You know, very aware that if I was to get any more sun, I'd end up looking like her. That's just on the tip of my nose. Yeah, she's got it all over her body. And she's still wearing a bikini in the sun on the beach. Just back to NPC every time, isn't it? Non-player character. Doesn't think. Oh, that's one way to get rid of it all. Why can't people just take their rubbish with them? Oh man, it's just mental. Yeah, it is what it is. crazy because it's literally, you know, you're in this paradise. Like I say, it's just a full spectrum because, you know, it's paradise and then there's burning plastic, which, you know, isn't, it's just a practical way of getting rid of people's fucking rubbish. Like the issue is with the people that, you know, think it's okay to just leave the fucking coconut. I mean, at least that's organic material, but they fucking take ages to biodegrade and it's got a straw in it. Like, what do they think is going to happen to it? Just my heading. I'd like to moan about something else, which is kind of related. You know, you might be able to hear it in the background. Low vibration. It's, you know, for those that can feel, and, you know, and what you're feeling is vibration. You know, places like this are so high vibrational, which feels relaxing, you know, it's good on the nervous system, it's replenishing. And the noises like this beat are so low vibrational. And that's what they've done to this world, they've made it so noisy. I was watching a really interesting video about Avon on the Wake and Babe the other day. And he was saying when they first introduced cars to the UK, so he was talking about technology, and he was like, every time they introduce a new technology, people are very fearful of it. And when they, because they realise it's going to take away their ways. And when they first introduced a car, people worried about noise and the effects on the youth. And, you know, if you think about it now, like what that's done to villages and communities and noise, it was like, you know, first introduction of noise. And now we just live in this world where, particularly out here, where noise is just part of life. And it's just enforced on everyone. And of course, 90% of the people are retarded and they love it. Because it's that low vibration, you know, they can't handle silence and stillness and just beauty, you know, they need something monotonous that they can zombify to, you know. But for the, it's probably not even 10% of us, but for the portion of us that can feel and just value peace so much, it's fucking hard, man. So yeah, so I'm like in the water and you can even hear it under the water, like, you know, you can't let go. And I'm sure you can. Somebody made a comment on one of my videos about this, you know, that actually the enlightened can cope with the noise. And, you know, I can see where they're coming from with that. They made it a very black and white argument, which showed me, you know, their real level of consciousness. But, you know, there was truth in what they were saying. So maybe there is, you know, by surrendering to it, you can get past it. But fuck me, I'm not there. I'm not fucking there. It does my fucking head and it stops me in the surrendering process. I do fucking love walking through people's selfies. I can feel the awkwardness. I can feel that people-pleasing part of me that's like, oh, stop. And then I'm just like, no. Fuck your fucking... oh, I've lost it. Official, that was a word I was looking for. Your superficial selfie. Wow, look at this sunset. I'm not sure how well it will be on the camera, but that is orange, that is glowing amber. Now, the last time I was probably looking at the sun in Cambodia, it was bright white. And many say it has turned white and it's changed, but that is a beautiful orange. Gorgeous. The roads definitely seem to be crazier in Vietnam than in Thailand. I mean, maybe it's because I spent most of my time in Pai and I've been in lots of different places in Vietnam. But, you know, there's, oh god, case in point, look at this. There's a guy jogging in the road. You know, there's just all sorts going on. There's people coming in the other direction, there's tourists walking in the road, there's people walking in the road, there's guys jogging in the road, which I guess is what you do when there's no pavements, or the pavements are, you know, not what you want to be jogging on, very uneven, very hazardous. Oh, I've driven past my fucking hotel again. Right, so now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I fucking hate, but I am getting more and more used to, and I'm going to drive in the wrong direction. Because it's what you do out here if you only have a short distance to go. There's Jogger Boy, road Jogger Boy. Quite good looking for a Vietnamese chap. Right. Let's just gone past the hotel. But yeah, this is totally normal, and I'm even getting used to this. But it does still shock me when I see people coming at me in the wrong direction. I really hate to tell you this because I think people are far too pedantic about food and hygiene, and street food out here gets a really bad rap when it's amazing. But that banh mi I got earlier, and I didn't realise this until I'd eaten 2/3 of it. So when I opened it, there was an ant on the paper, and I was like, oh well, flick. And then like when I was halfway down, there were 3 ants on the sandwich, and I was like, what the fuck? And then like after a couple more bites, and I was like, what is going on here? And I like opened up the bread, and there were ants in the bread. I don't think that's a normal occurrence, you know. I think it was her last piece of bread, and it's, you know, ants are fucking, you know, one, I don't think they're a problem. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't think, you know, I'm gonna get anything from an ant. But you know, they get everywhere. They just get everywhere out here. Like the minute there's food anywhere, they're just fucking all over it. So it's understandable how it happened. But yeah, it's not gonna put me off street food. I'm not gonna show you the street food I've just got, because you'll all there be judging me for getting, for making these tits even bigger. And getting fried chicken 2 nights in a row. I got the popcorn ones this time and 2 big cheese sticks. Giggity. So I got the big ones thinking it was a big cheese one. It's not, it's for fucking American sausage. Unbelievable, I'm not eating that. Fuck's sake. No, well, I guess it's for the best really, because everybody eats lots of chicken and chips.